you talk about, I think last year you might have said housing values at 9-ish trillion, debt 2-ish trillion. What does that picture look like today, given that the majority of us, if not all, Australians have the bulk of their wealth tied up in their home?
Yeah, well, overall, we've got a housing asset class that's now worth roughly about $10.3 trillion. So, it's a massive asset class. Compare that to, say, superannuation funds with an overall value of about $3.5 trillion, or the ASX with a cap rate of about $2.9 trillion. It just highlights why housing is such an important asset class. So against that $10.3 trillion, you've got households with about $2.2 trillion in debt. So even though I did say, housing debt is the biggest component of household debt, when you look at it in this way, even though debt levels are quite high, asset values are a lot higher than the debt held against it. So an overall loan to valuation ratio across Australia's housing portfolio is sort of around the early to mid 20s. Just highlights that quite a few Australians actually have a lot of their debt paid down in the housing sector as well.